Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Four Harms. My name is Captain Richie and we're here once again on the VintageCraft server. Hope everyone is doing well today. So before we get into this episode, I just thought I'd touch on what I've done in here. I've put down these hay bales as a carpet. I think it looks alright, a little bit of decorating. We moved those over to here just so we can see it properly from that angle. Put in a fridge and a nice sort of quartz floor. Filled it up a little bit nicely, and upstairs we'll get to you in a second. Shut your mouth. This is our little storage cabinet. So we got some like armor stands, a flag from Interstellar Fish, an old diamond sword that doesn't seem to work. The memories from the Kumquat's treasure hunts. Just leave it here in the attic. In case you're wondering, these are no blocks, but in this texture pack they look like crates. So it looks quite nice for a little storage room. We managed to tame you whilst we were hunting for treasure, didn't we, last episode? Shall we? We need to give you a name, but we need to get a name tag. Do I have a name tag? Probably not. So yeah, today we're gonna try and find a way of helping the community, maybe making some money. Not entirely sure yet, but so I've placed an order for some signs because that's gonna be part of the plan. So I think it's Keely Joe. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but there's a shop in Spawn that makes signs, and they have they need some iron payment. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put through, yeah, that'll do. We're gonna smelt these, and we need to go collect some resources because it's gonna be in the downstairs part of the what's it called? The shopping district, which is underneath the fountain. And I'm sure you've seen that before, and I'm sure I've shown it before, but I can't remember offhand right now. So we'll put that in there, let it smelt, we'll go collect some stuff, and we'll be back when we're ready to go. Okay, so this should be everything we need to make our shop. Well, I say shop, it's more of a service, really. So you probably would like it to maybe a mailroom or a post office, that sort of thing. But the idea is to have everyone sort of come together, write their address details down, and it's like a little post box. So it's like a little, oh hello mate, you're right there. It's a drop-off point essentially for, you know, if someone says, oh I need as much dirt as possible, and you've got some spare dirt, go to the post office and drop it off in their mailbox. Or, you know, if someone's owed a prize from a winter competition but they're not aligned, go drop off there. Or say you want to go visit their base but you don't know where it is, then you can go there, find out. So the idea is to sort of hopefully bring people a bit more close together. I mean, as I'm recording this right now, it is the beginning of the month, so we got some new people joining. So yeah, so I keep saying so much. So. We're going to excuse me. Who melted this? Who melted my ice? How dare they? So yeah, it's an idea to sort of get people together a bit more. And, you know, if you want to find someone's base or someone goes, oh, can you help me with my build? Then you can find out what they are rather than having a messy chat. But it's something that's fun as well. But my only problem with it is that it's a good idea in principle, but I'm not doing any deliveries or anything. I might do in the future. It's something that I've been sort of umming about, but as a one-man team and like a good 1,000 people on the server, I think now it's got to be near 1,000 by now. People come and go, but there's a fair amount of people. I can't. You know, I've got a full-time job in real life. I've got friends to see and relationships to uphold and all that kind of crap. So, you know, I haven't got time to spend all my life on the server delivering stuff. But it is something that I'm considering and may come to at some point in the future. But for now, it is literally going to be a drop-off point. And, you know, we're not going to make anything from it. So I'm going to get on to building this. But first, we placed an order the other day in spawn. Where is it? I think it's over this way, around the corner. Yeah, the banner shop. So I put in a request to have one of every letter of the alphabet, and I've been informed by Discord that it... Hey, here it is. It's right here. Special made for Captain Richie. Do not take. There we go. Look at all this. All the banners. And I've got this plus symbol here. So that will signify numbers and punctuation and all that sort of thing. But I'll get into that in a minute. But we're going to head downstairs and we're going to start this build. This is the vehicle I want for my place. The VB Villager. 44 diamonds. I'm going to have to save up to get this. Well, maybe he does it in blue. I think he should do. It looks really nice. I like the idea of a pickup truck. And I can fill it with crap in the back as well. So it's a bit more authentic. Yeah, so we're in the shopping mall, the community centre, I don't know what you call it. But so Tilted Wings, one of the admins, has had this place sort of, well, it's empty at the moment because she wants to do a build kind of like, do you remember how Oxeye was in, I can't remember what season it was of Beefs, but that's the theme we're going to go for. So before we go to my space here, I've planned out a bit of space here, already decide where we're going to go. See, I don't think there's much down here at all. That's just jungle wood. I don't know what that's for. And is this place really as bare as this? Ah, here we go. Here's a place. So we're going to do builds with terracotta, aka stained clay. It's going to access. We're going to access it with... What's it access? One or two. We're going to make it look nice with with brick and slabs and birchy stuff. So that's the idea. I think that's just a chicken farm, which is quite cool. Oh, it's more typical. We went the wrong way around. If we went clockwise, we would have been fine. But this is another build. So we've got... Yeah, so this is the sort of thing we're looking for. Terracotta, bricks, planks, that sort of stuff. And yeah, the idea is to have it all around the edge. So... These stick out probably about, I don't know, 6 or 8 blocks, maybe that. So I don't want my design, because I've already had my design verified by Tilted, so it's allowed down here. But I don't want it to stick out too much, because even though I've chosen this bit by the side of this little river here, I don't want it to come out too far. So I'm going to have to crack into this wall a little bit and see what I can do. Okay, this is what I've got so far. I think it looks quite nice. I need to fill it in with some like bushes and stuff, but this is the general size of it. It's going to go further deeper inside there, which we'll get to in a second. But I've got these trapdoors here, so when you look at it from the inside, it doesn't show any light through. And I've asked if anyone fancies having a little bridge over the water to the other side of here, but it depends on what's going to go inside. Because I think the idea is going to be like Oxeye, so there'll be a few layers of rings in here. I would imagine that there's all this space here and just have my shop in the distance. I imagine there'll be, like I say, I put down this placeholder of a path in the middle. I imagine there'll be another building sort of here, and then maybe another row on the inside. But it depends on what's going to go on here, so we'll have a look when the time comes. But yeah, this is the inside. At the moment, it's just a little bit plain because I haven't finished it. But this is the idea. So I've got brick for the floor, some birchwood stuff as a little counter, and there's going to be alternating chests. Now, as you can see there, you can probably just about see the trapdoor behind, just so it doesn't look, you know, outside and into the void. Well, not the void, but outside. Anyway, but if you use one of these trap chests, because you have to alternate between normal chests and trap, then it messes up the trapdoor, so you can see outside now. So have we got? So I got some levers with me, and the thing about the lever is we can place it below the trapdoor, turn it on, and then next time we use that trap chest, it's not going to affect the trapdoor. So I need to do that on all of them. So part of the idea of the bushes is to cover up levers as well, just so it looks, I mean, I think it looks silly having levers on the outside, so that's why I'm covering up. But so yeah, let's crack on with a bit more of this. I need to dig it out a little bit, see if I can remember how far deep it needs to go, see if we get any resources. I noticed there was some iron up there, and I will take that and just fill it in, make it look a little bit prettier. You know, replace it with these stone bricks, just so it's flush again. So I'm going to dig this out, crack on with a bit more work, and we'll come back to it when I've done a bit more of that. Cool. So, yeah, we dug out a little bit more. This is how far back we're going to go. It's a little bit underneath here, but that's fine. But as of hello? It's a bit dark outside, so let's get on top and get some lights sorted. Do we have my... God, I need to dump a lot of this crap off, don't I? I need this. Don't need you. Let's get rid of a lot of this. We need this. Do we need? We're going to need some more, aren't we? Let's just finish off the terracotta. Dump, 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 dump. Get my redstone. That should be enough space for the moment. Okay, let's just convert you quickly, and then we'll get up top and make a nice roof. Hello? That's not how we do it. That's how we do it. Okay, so where did I put? Did I put him back in? Did I put? I'm pretty sure I put him back. Yeah, such an idiot. That. Those are hooks. That. And that. Cool. Right. So I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but I'm not a fan of having torches everywhere. It was all well and good back in the beginning, and it looked quite rustic or medieval or whatever, but it doesn't suit every build type. So just have a quick look at my screenshot I've got over here. Close iTunes, get out of the way. Thank you very much. That one there. Cool, cool. So we're going to elevate the roof very slightly, and we might need to make a bit more space to build in here, actually. Let's just put this down for now, and we'll put in one of the redstone doobie flips, one of the redstone lamps. Cool, cool. Let's just link these up for now. Oh, I've literally got no space to jump. Typical. Right, so my original plan was to have these on there, just to light it up, but the design I made involved running some redstone to connect them all, which I might do just to save a bit of space, but because it is quite tight up here. But it all depends really if you can see these levers from down here, and you can. So yeah, I probably want to change that out for redstone instead, and have it go to the ones at the back. See if it might be easier to do it from the inside actually. The actual laying out of certain things. So let's just fill this in quickly. Hope I've got enough terracotta, because this is the last of it. This is literally the last bit I've got, so I might have to go hunting for some more, but I'm pretty sure I did my calculations correctly. But you know, there's always the margin of error, plus my natural dumbness. Look at that, almost had enough. Almost. Oh, are we one shy? We're not one shy, because there's going to be lights in the middle here. I think it was there, there, and there. Should we say that? Let's say that. And I want to say it was down one, actually. I might have to go back and consult this, but there we go. Get rid of this torch. Yeah, see, it needs some more lights on this side, but I think it looks quite nice. What do you reckon? It looks quite nice. Thank you very much. There's no one's build above me. I don't actually know what it's above the floor. The floor? I don't know what's above the floor above me, but we can find out at one point. So yeah, these lights here are sunken slightly, and the idea was, so because that lever is hidden, we won't be able to see it from there, and you won't be able to see the redstone. Sorry, the levers from a distance. So that should be in the keyword. Be fine now. Let's get some normal stone and fill this back in as if we were never here. Is that one there? Yeah. Fill those in there. Fill that in. Yeah, we'll fill this in as well, because it will just look a little bit nicer. And can I get my stuff back, please? It's only a couple of levers. I don't care. So we can probably see those from down there because they're floating. And it's just out of render distance there. But yeah, you can't really see the redstone from down there. You might be able to see it from further up here as you come down, but I'm not terribly bothered about that. You know, it's quite the angle. Yeah, you can just about see it, but it's quite the angle. I might cover up with something, some birch or something like that, to make it look a bit nicer, but we'll have a look when we get to that stage. But carry on inside for now. I think I have to change some stuff, because in my original design I had the bottom bits here made of wood, just so it looks a little bit nicer, more like a shelf, if that makes sense. But I quite like the look of it just there, but it doesn't mean we need to get a few more blocks of terracotta just to fill that in. But that's fine. I can do that in a minute, and that's not a problem. So the next stage, where's our birch? We put it in here. Gonna need a lot more birch because we need to put in a what's it called? What's it called? So let's make a few of these, and let's make some more of these. That'll do, that'll do, and that'll do. So the idea is that there will be chests along this side, and there'll be a little platform in the middle as well. Actually, this is why I made the stairs, isn't it? So they'll be like this, if I can place them properly. Is it 5? I'm pretty sure it was 5. And yeah, so there'll be more chests there. And this should add up to 27 spaces if I've done it right. But I'll need to check that. And I need to change the floor out for bricks, actually. So where's my... Oh, it's there. Bloody offhand. So I need to change all these out for bricks. And we'll be back when I've done a bit more of that sort of work. Okay, I think I've filled in all the chests that I need. So there should be... So these walls look a little bit plain, as do some of these ceilings. So I might have to fill it in with something, but for now it should be fine. So the next stage is we need to dump off. We got some spare chests. Cool, we'll do that. So we need to dump off all of our crap. I say all of our crap, most of it, into a chest, and then work on the banners. So the banners will indicate each chest has a letter, and then each one will be a mailbox, where I'll show you in a second. So, so like this: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it will go around this side. So, does that look good hanging from the birch thing or not? I think it does. Hi, hello. Yeah, so I think that stands up quite nicely, actually. So you should be able to find where your letter is pretty easily. So I'm just going to fill these on and be back in a second. There we have it. So that should be one of every letter indicated for a chest, and this plus that looks like a flag, but I can't remember which one it is. Yeah, so the plus will indicate any sort of thing that isn't begin with a letter. So it will be numbers or punctuation or any other character, depending on your in-game name. So actually, whilst I remember, we need to duplicate a few of these and make a sign for the front of our shop. So where are the spares? Are they in here? They are in here. Yay! Right, just doing a little bit of tidying up, but let's get the outside looking nice, and we should all pretty much be there. So I'm thinking that I put these above the door and see how that looks and see how that feels. So it's lets everyone know they're coming past this area. This is the mail room. Does it look alright? I'm not too sure myself, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. I've got my birch leaves. Just gonna fill this out a little bit better. So we want to, we should do that first actually before we get carried away down there. We want to clean this up so it looks nice for everyone going past it and anyone else sort of building. So can we do this? Should I fill it? I feel like I should fill it in, all the bits that we're not going to use, just so nothing spawns in there. We don't have to worry about, anything spawning, any darkness, any lighting updates, that kind of crap on the server. So there we go. Let's fill this in. Have I got enough blocks? I hope so. That should be just about there. We might have to put a slab in. I don't know. No, we can't put a slab in there, can we? Above the redstone. It's just going to have to be a slight open hole. Or can we? I don't think we can. Yeah, anyway, so we're going to fill this in and carry on from there, really. Can we put these on top? Can't put it above that one because it will cut it off. So there we go. Just so there's no holes. The last thing you want to hear is a zombie running around, making a lot of noise, whilst you're trying to work out what's going on in the mailroom. And I've got a little a book ready to put in there. It's going to take me some time to write it. I basically had to pre-write it in another world, and basically copy and paste it into a clipboard, because the server's got a timeout on this one. So if you're in the game for more than 15 minutes and you're idle for that long, then you're going to get kicked out. Just the way the server's set in. So I imagine, just so people don't sort of stay on all day doing fishing farms and that kind of crap. When someone could actually be on here playing. So I think that's the idea, and I've just closed the one I wanted. Great, that's what we're after. Cool. Yeah, so I just basically wanted to fill out a few gaps here. It'd be an idea to hide some lighting if we could, just so it looks a bit nicer, but we'll see. I said I'm not a fan of torches like this. This can go, that can sod right off. And I like the idea of the bushes because we can then hide these levers, which look silly, and these trapdoors, which from the outside will probably look a bit funky, just because, on my texture pack it looks alright. It looks like a nice little board or something, but everyone else has the bog standard trapdoor with holes everywhere. So let's do this. A couple here and there. That torch can probably stay on there, maybe. A bit there and a bit there. Does it look too blocky? How's that feel from the side? Let's go over it and have a look. Does it look too thick? Don't know. What do you reckon? Does it come down too far near to the water? I don't know if that's coming soon, coming now. I don't know if that's taking up anyone's space or thing. It looks okay from this side because it's not that much to hide. But from over here, yeah, I'll leave that up just in case people want to comment on my suggestion. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one maybe. That one. Well, I suppose that's okay, isn't it? Yeah? I don't know. No, I really don't know. I'm not very good at decorating, building, Minecrafting in general, so I do apologise. Put that on there. Just see, now that looks too step-like. We'll keep that one there. And actually, I will get rid of you, but I'll place it down nearby, just so I don't get these zombies when you spawning. And no one on the server complains at me. There we go. That'll do for now. I might change up a little bit off camera, but that's it. This is the mailroom, and this will probably be a nice screenshot for our thumbnail. Should I get rid of? I should probably get rid of this for now. I'll put it back and after I've taken the screenshot. So I need to get rid of those torches. God, I'm so prepared. Yeah, so this is going to be pretty much it. I'm going to write a book on how to use... See, this isn't even finished yet. I need to put some birch up here as well. Damn it, I'm so prepared. Just to fill it out a little bit more. Is there any birch in here? No, I put all my birch away when I tidied it up, didn't I? Of course I did. So this can go here. Get this out quickly. Anyway, I'll finish more of this off camera and we'll come back to the book stage in just a minute. Okay, so I've just about finished writing up this book, so let's have a quick look at it. So, the mailroom. So, welcome to VintageCraft Mailroom, the one-stop service for filing addresses and safely delivering items to its players. Please remember to replace these instructions back in the frame when you're done reading. Step 1. Get a shulker box, not provided, and rename it with your player's in-game name. It can be any colour you like. So, I've got a blue one down here, ready to go. Step 2, get a book and quill, again not provided, and write your address on the first page. Be sure to include your name, address, name, overworld location, never portal location, example overleaf. So this is what my book says at the moment, just so you know where my address is. So on page 2, provide details of the best way to get to your address, best route rather, example overleaf. And again, I've got this, so everyone knows. If you don't know how to get to my place, then from the Neverhelp, you take the East Highway towards the Spartan Ring, which is 300 blocks out, turn right and head south for about 200 blocks and you'll see the Union flag will be hanging above the entrance to my base. So yeah, and then feel free to fill up the remaining pages of the book with whatever you feel like. So it's a free service, so you can detail what you're selling, what services you have, if you're after a specific type of blocks or items, and also advertise your YouTube and Twitch links if that's the sort of thing you want to do. Basically, it's free advertising, so you can put whatever you want in the book. Step 3: sign the book and put that name, put it in your name shulker box. Then place that shulker box in the corresponding chest, which begins with the first letter of your name. And over there, I've got the plus symbol, so it's everything else. So numbers or punctuation or anything that's not a letter, as it says there, other than A. Oh no, it doesn't quite fit in. I didn't even notice that when I signed it. Other than A, I'm just going to leave it like that. You know what? Yeah. Oh no, I'll fix that. Don't worry. I'm going to put a proper one in. So go and grab. Step 4 is optional. Go and grab my shulker box and donate something to me because I'm poor. That's very true. So enjoy the moment. And as it says here, I am considering making this delivery service, but again, I'm not doing it on my own because that's just way too much work. I'll be spending all my time delivering rather than doing any actual building on there. So yes, that is it. I'm going to put the instructions back there, but I will change them in a second. So this is what we do. We've got a shulker box with our name on it, little Bansko, put it in the centre there, and we will put it in C, because Captain Richie begins with a C. So we'll put it in there, and hopefully people will donate to me. But the main thing is you can come here and find out where someone lives. So spread the word if you think this is a good idea. I'm going to put it on the server, so hopefully if you're part of the Discord, you'll see this. And yes, so that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.